Actually, it could go under a whole slew of different things, but if you look at page 513 of your book, it says this: completes the table. And it has listed this down, a little table separated into fraction, decimals, and percents. For the most part, fraction, decimal, and percent. And you, being sixth graders now, need to be able to, when given one thing, change it to all the rest ones. And the first one they give you is 1/2 as a fraction. Well, it's probably by this time in your life, you probably know what 1/2 is as a decimal without much thinking, Evelyn. It's
0.5.
think of money, half of a dollar is 0.5, and then percents, you probably automatically know that a half is what percent? Brand?
50%.
50%. But what they want to do is kind of to get you to recognize that look, decimals and percents are very similar because they're going to use the same numbers. The only thing that's going to be different is where the decimal is. Another example they give you is this, maybe not quite as easy, but they give the decimal 0.3. From that, you should be able to give both a fraction for that and a percent for that. Faith, the fraction for 0.3 is?
3/10.
How do you know that?
Because decimal is in the 10th place.
Okay, this is in the 10th place, 3/10, 3/10. And then as a percent, here we have to be a little careful, Amelia, it's
30%.
30%. Why not 3%?
Because the 3 is in the 10th place, not the 100th
Right,
place.
and you could make this in the hundredths place by making it 30 hundredths, which is 30%. So that one's a little tougher. What about this one? What if my percent was 40%? If I have 40%, what decimal is that? What fraction is that? Both should be equally. Parker?
The decimal is 0.4, is 0.4.
And then the fraction is? Abram?
2/5.
2/5. How do you know it's 2/5? Because, well, you start with 4/10. If you reduce the fraction 4/10, you get 2/5. How about one more? What about what about 6%? What decimal is 6%? Wait.
0.06.
Yeah, 0.06, and be careful with that because that is 6 hundredths and the 6 has to be in the hundreds. And then what fraction, Amelia? What's it?
1/25.
Oh, no. I don't think so, is it?
Oh, wait.
Give me
I
a
can't
before
do
it's,
the math in my
before
head.
it's reduced, it's 6 100ths, right?
Yeah.
Cut them both in half, it is
3.
3/50ths. Let's see if there's any harder ones they give you. What about, I guess there's nothing any harder than that. I think we'll just stop there. I think we got a pretty good grasp of whatever reality